There comes a time when you can no longer hide who you truly are, a moment when the weight of your divine calling becomes undeniable and the throne that has always been yours demands to be claimed. You are stepping into the authority that was destined for you, not by human hands, but by the will of God Himself. This is not a coincidence, nor is it something you need to earn through struggle. It was written into your destiny long before you took your first breath. Yet, throughout your life, there have been forces working tirelessly to prevent you from recognizing it. Some feared your rise, others resented your light. They whispered doubts, created obstacles, and did everything in their power to keep you from reaching the seat that was divinely ordained for you. But what they failed to realize is this: no one can block what God has already approved. This is your awakening. You're not just anyone. You're chosen, a leader, a ruler in the spiritual realm, walking in divine authority. 1 Peter 2:9 declares, "But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession." This means that your position is not something that can be stripped away by man's opinion, nor is it dependent on the approval of those around you. It is yours because heaven has decreed it. But are you truly ready to step into this power? Are you ready to wear the crown, to embrace the role that was designed for you since the beginning of time? If this resonates deep within your spirit, if you feel that you are standing at the threshold of something greater, type 777 in the comments as a declaration of faith. Let it be a bold confirmation that you are stepping forward without fear, ready to take hold of what has been waiting for you all along. And to those who have sown into this ministry through super thanks, your generosity is a testament to the divine abundance that flows through giving. May God bless you abundantly, returning to you more than you can imagine. Your support is not just appreciated, it is an essential part of spreading the truth to those who need it most. Now, the question is this: what happens when you fully accept your throne? When you stop hesitating, stop doubting, and step into the fullness of your divine purpose? What will it look like when you finally rule with the wisdom, confidence, and power that God has placed within you? In the moments ahead, we will uncover the mysteries surrounding your rise, how to walk in your God-given authority, how to silence the voices of opposition, and how to reign in a way that glorifies the one who placed you there. Stay with me, because what you are about to discover will not only change your perspective, it will change your life. God's chosen ones, your throne is granted by God. Claim it now. There were those who thought they could mold your spirit to fit their own ambitions, using your unique energy to fuel their plans or manipulating you as a piece in their intricate schemes. Yet, they gravely misunderstood the essence of who you are. They believed they could shape you to their desires, blind to the truth that you are not a follower, but a spirit on a journey entirely your own, untamable, self-determined, and divinely guided. They tried to confine your vast potential, thinking they could fit you into a carefully crafted frame, reducing your brilliance to a manageable form. But how could they possibly contain a force created by God Himself? Your path is expansive, reaching beyond any map they could conceive, and your purpose is too multifaceted, too complex to be funneled into a single limited vision. They tried to box you in, to hold you in a place that suited their needs, hoping to make you a part of their system, an asset for their goals. What they failed to grasp is that you had already transcended any line they could draw. In Isaiah 54:17, we are reminded that no weapon forged against you will prevail, and indeed no attempt to limit your purpose can succeed. Your energy is boundless, designed to soar, not to shrink under the constraints set by others. You were not born to bend or yield to the needs of others. Your strength is a gift, a unique force meant to fulfill a purpose only you can achieve. They may have tried to position you as a pawn on their game board, but you've risen far above, rendering their plans insignificant. You're not just another piece in someone else's game. You're a force of nature, guided by a power beyond earthly control. Their attempts to manipulate and steer you were blind to the greatness that defines you. You are, in every sense, a revolution in motion, a strength that no one can harness or tame. As you step into this realization, know that their limits, however rigidly imposed, are powerless to hold you back. They cannot shape you, confine you, or claim any part of you that you do not freely give. Now, with all reins firmly in your hands, you stride forward, forging a path entirely your own. Joshua 1:9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Let this be your anchor as you continue. The path ahead is yours alone, and with each step, you honor the divine calling that no one else can fulfill. For the Lord is the Spirit, and wherever the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. 2 Corinthians 3:17. This freedom isn't just a release from external limitations. It's a divine liberation that empowers you to walk forward with unshakable confidence and purpose. When God's Spirit resides within you, no force on earth can limit your steps. You're guided by a power far greater than any human boundary, and with this truth, you stride forward, fully aware of the inner strength that fuels your journey. If you're ready to embrace this divine guidance wholeheartedly, type 111 and declare, "I accept." As you reflect on this verse, take a moment to recognize how profoundly it speaks to your life. So often, those who seek control over others do so from their own fears and insecurities, unaware of the constraints they're building around themselves. They set boundaries, thinking they can contain your light, unaware that their attempts are futile. In Psalm 18:29, we find assurance in the words, "With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall." Every limitation they try to impose only strengthens your resolve to break free and grow beyond their narrow view. The irony is that in their attempts to confine you, they miss the quiet, resilient growth taking place within. Like deep roots stretching ever stronger beneath the soil, your spirit has been developing unseen. The weight of their expectations and pressure has only refined your inner resilience, shaping you into a person of indomitable strength. Those who believed they held power over you failed to see that your endurance was transforming you, fortifying your spirit, deepening your faith, and strengthening your core. When false power inevitably crumbles, it is the true qualities of will, patience, and resilience that rise to the surface, much like a seed pushing through the soil after surviving the weight above it. They tried to cast their shadows upon you, hoping you would be lost in darkness, but every attempt only made your light shine brighter. Their efforts to make you fall became opportunities for you to learn how to rise. In Isaiah 40, to rise, we're reminded, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Every step has reinforced who you truly are. Each obstacle was not a barrier, but a tool that expanded your power, strengthening your resolve, and reminding you of the divine purpose within you. Reflect on these words, knowing that what lies ahead is not just a path to walk, but a calling to fulfill. Those who sought to restrain you may never understand, but you know your true strength, guided by the Spirit, is boundless and ready to overcome every challenge. Even as they tried to pull you into their shadowy schemes, you held firmly onto your own light, never letting it dim under their attempts to control. They thought they could break you, but instead, every maneuver they used only made you stronger. While they displayed a false sense of superiority, basking in the illusion of power, you were discovering the quiet, unshakable strength deep within you. They watched you through veils of their own deception, never grasping the depth of resilience rooted in your soul. Even the beat of your heart, steady and unyielding, silently defied their designs, highlighting the frailty of their so-called power. With each misstep, as they faltered in focus, your determination sharpened, melting away the false control they believed they held. Their outward displays of authority and rules never resonated with the boundless force within you. They tried to contain you, but your true worth, a potential that surpasses their narrow confines, has always been greater than any limitations they could impose. In the Philippians 4:13, it is written, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," reminding us that true power comes from a divine source, unbreakable and eternal. Every ounce of pressure they exerted only brought you closer to your truth. Ironically, those who sought to test their strength by challenging you became the very instruments of your rebirth. Day by day, through every obstacle, you grew, drawing strength from the core of your being. This game they crafted, meant to hold you down, unknowingly prepared you for a greatness they couldn't fathom. Like to Joby, who faced trials that ultimately revealed his enduring faith, you too have been tested and found unshakable. They could not see the hidden potential within you, blinded by their illusions, as they tried to bind you in their limited reality. Every challenge, every attempt to confine you, became a stepping stone in your journey toward renewal. This period of rooting deep within was quietly nourishing you, preparing you for what lies ahead. When they sought to flaunt their strength, you tapped into an endless divine source within. Psalm 27:1 reminds us, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?" And truly, with God as your foundation, their traps became powerless. When they thought they'd locked you in a state of helplessness, it was their own weakness that was revealed. With every barrier they tried to place before you, your inner light only grew brighter, illuminating the path forward. What they saw as strength was hollow, while your endurance became a beacon. You are not just emerging from this experience unchanged. You are rising from it transformed, standing firmly in the truth of who you were always meant to be. This journey has been one of profound discovery, a path that has tested your resilience and revealed the depths of your true potential. While they sought to impose limits, attempting to confine you within the narrow walls of their expectations, you were quietly preparing to break free from every restriction. Your strength was not built in grand gestures, but in quiet persistence. Behind each perceived setback was a spirit of triumph. Each challenge became a stepping stone that propelled you forward, further than even you may have anticipated. Ironically, their efforts became a guide, leading you step by step toward a profound awakening. They pushed against you with all their might, yet with every push, you grew deeper, more resilient roots, preparing for a season of undeniable growth. Now, those who once underestimated you must recognize that each boundary they placed was ultimately a tool for your transformation. As you ventured to explore the edges of your own reality, the truth of their fears began to emerge. They had cast shadows over you, hoping to keep your light contained, driven by the silent recognition of your courage and strength, even before you fully realized it yourself. They sought to surround you with invisible walls, thinking they could hold you back from your potential, but they overlooked one crucial truth. These walls could slow you down perhaps, but they could never stop you. Isaiah 41:10 offers encouragement here, reminding us, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you." The power that guides you is greater than any man-made barrier. Your faith has been your shield and your strength. You were destined to transcend every limit set before you, and now, you see that their plans have become the very tools that forged your inner strength. Like did Joseph, who was betrayed by his own brothers, but ultimately rose to a position of greatness, you too have been tested by those who sought to contain you. And just as Joseph's trials led to his triumph, your journey has transformed each obstacle into a foundation for greatness. The walls they built became opportunities for you to dig deeper, to recognize the vast potential within, and to grow beyond their limited understanding. Now, standing at the threshold of this new chapter, you realize that what once appeared as setbacks were, in truth, essential steps in your journey. Each limitation became a lesson, each challenge a means of strengthening your spirit, refining your resolve. You have emerged from their shadow, not only unbroken but illuminated, ready to step into a destiny that no one can confine. In the end, their attempts to contain you only amplified the strength within, proving that true resilience can never be caged. Now, you've arrived at a place of clarity, recognizing that every barrier they set was simply a delay, a temporary obstacle that could never truly contain you. Have you ever wondered how often these attempts at control, these outdated molds, actually strengthened your resolve rather than breaking it? You've reclaimed your strength, redefined your boundaries, and now stand outside the narrow frames they once tried to impose upon you. Those who underestimated you, believing they could hold you back, failed to realize that each challenge only made you more resilient. As they face the reality of your newfound strength, can they see their own weaknesses reflected back? As time passed, they were forced to confront the undeniable truth. Your path forward was being carved by a will far stronger than anything they had expected. What would it mean if every attempt to limit you only fueled your inner drive? Each challenge became a source of energy, feeding the fire within you and deepening your determination. Now, you walk no longer under the shadow of their fears, but with the illuminating light of your own freedom. Can you feel the weight lifted, the sense of true liberation that comes from moving forward unburdened? This unexpected liberation has unlocked the birth of your true potential, a potential that perhaps even you are just beginning to fully understand. Imagine the fear it must strike in those who sought to hold you back. Their carefully crafted boundaries, restrictions, and manipulations are now powerless, withering in the light of your strength. Do you sense the shift? The moment when their influence fell away, leaving only the clarity and freedom to follow your own path. This is your time to rise, unshaken and unstoppable, stepping into the destiny that was always meant to be yours. On a new plane of existence, you are now carving out a path that belongs solely to you. The structure they once built by looking down on you, filled with their judgments and constraints, can now only bear witness to your rise. Can you feel the strength in knowing their grip has slipped away, that their influence has faded? A new chapter of your reality has opened, one where their old methods, bound by outdated beliefs, have no place. While they clung tightly to the past, you were busy shaping a new truth for yourself, a truth where your inner voice, once quiet, now resonates loudly with a powerful echo of freedom. Have you noticed how this voice within you grows bolder, reaching beyond every limit they once imposed? This journey isn't simply about surpassing the boundaries of those who tried to keep you small. It's about grounding yourself in a strength that runs deeper than any external limits. Can you see it now? The realization that the control they thought they held was nothing more than an illusion. While they hid behind that illusion, you were carving your own path, gaining fresh perspective, shedding layers of doubt. Has their illusion crumbled in your mind as you recognize the freedom that has become your greatest asset? Your liberation has become their greatest fear. With every step you take, they must confront a reality they never anticipated. The walls they tried to build around you are gone, and you are rising beyond their reach? Does it empower you to know that your journey has only just begun, that every step forward reveals even more of your potential? Now, with each stride, you're moving closer to a life crafted by your own hands, in your own truth, unbounded by any limitations they once tried to impose. This journey has sparked a deep awakening, not only within you, but also for those who have been watching from the sidelines. You are no longer a stranger to yourself. Instead, you have come to know the profound power that lies within. Have you ever felt that realization when suddenly your inner strength becomes undeniably clear? Your rise has surpassed their limited view, reaching into a well of strength they never fully understood. It was a power resilient enough to break through every barrier they constructed, and as soon as you embraced this truth, their plans and schemes faded into the past. Now, each step you take is filled with purpose, grounded in a strength that is uniquely yours. God has called us out of darkness into His wonderful light. 1 Peter 2:9. This divine light now illuminates your path, guiding you forward, and no one's limitations can hold you back. Do you sense the freedom of walking in this light, where you're no longer confined by the expectations others tried to place on you? It's as if every barrier has dissolved, revealing a path shaped by your own strength and resilience. Sometimes holding on to success and inner strength begins in the most unexpected ways. Can you recall the times when it wasn't clear yet, when those around you attempted to assign you a role that suited their own agenda? Perhaps they thought they could forever define your path, casting their shadows over your light. They sought to contain you, to place limits on your potential, while benefiting from your hard work and presenting your accomplishments as their own. But now, as they witness your undeniable rise, they're confronted with a reality they failed to recognize before. Have they realized that no mask or manipulation could obscure the true depth of your potential? This is your time to walk confidently in the light that has been with you all along. And as you move forward, ask yourself, how will you embrace this newfound strength, unshaken and liberated from past limits? In this new chapter, their expectations are no longer relevant, and you are free to create a path that reflects your true purpose. Once, they believed they could touch the power that now lies beyond their reach, left only to watch from afar. This journey has been shaped by patience and quiet resilience, building step by step. Perhaps even you couldn't fully see where it would lead in the beginning. Day by day, you focused on fulfilling your responsibilities, simply pushing forward. But somewhere along the way, you began to sense the quiet strength within. A hidden power that had been waiting, ready to emerge when the time was right. As the days passed, you discovered just how steadfast and unyielding this inner strength truly was, carrying you far beyond the limits others had tried to impose. Have you noticed the subtle shift, that sense of reaching beyond what anyone expected? Embracing this potential fully, you've moved beyond the frames others attempted to place around you. Those who once underestimated you, confined you to small roles of their making, are now left watching in awe as you surpass everything they thought possible. They created spaces they thought would keep you contained, yet you grew beyond them effortlessly. And as you reached your own self-imposed limits, did you feel the boundaries dissolve, realizing how limitless your journey had become? At that moment, it became clear that they never truly held control over you. Your inner light, once kept in their shadows, now shines freely, following a path uniquely its own. Now, as they look up to the heights you've reached, they're left to confront the mistakes they made in underestimating your potential. This journey has been one of rediscovery, of redefining yourself, embracing an inner strength that needed no validation, and finally expressing it without restraint. The old boundaries and power plays that once held sway are now powerless. Their influence fades as you step into the truth of your own path. Can you feel the shift? the release that comes from knowing that external forces no longer control your destiny. Now, you're writing your own story, unhindered by the limits others tried to impose. Those who once attempted to hold you back are now forced to confront their own fears and insecurities. Your growth has illuminated the confines of their own reality. Have you noticed how your light, once underestimated, has quietly exposed the depth of their limitations? For those who saw only shadows, regret lingers, a regret born of not recognizing the true strength and brilliance within you. This moment marks the dawn of a new chapter, one where your light shines freely, unbounded and undeniable. What story will you write next, now that you are the author of your journey? You are like a spirit finally awakened to its own vast potential, liberated with each step forward. Every success has become a quiet reminder of how little power others truly had over you. Now, all they can do is watch from a distance, witnessing a journey that defies the limits they once believed unbreakable. Psalm 118:23 speaks to moments like this. The Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. What others saw as insurmountable barriers, you have crossed with a quiet resilience, not by tearing down their boundaries, but by growing and expanding from within. This journey has never been about external victories alone. Rather, it has been about discovering strength through perseverance, preserving your energy, and finding grounding in life's challenges. Can you see how every trial, every small victory has prepared you for this unshakable freedom? At this point, no one can impose limits on you again. Your freedom and success are not accidental. They are earned, the fruit of every experience that brought you to this very place. Your life has unfolded like a symphony, each note reclaiming what's rightfully yours, and every beat driving you toward a purpose only you can fulfill. Wasn't it Jeremiah 29:11 that promised, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future"? In moments when obstacles seemed overwhelming, they were actually preparing you quietly for this victory. Every struggle, every setback, each attempt to hold you back, they have all led to this realization of a greater plan. Now, that journey lies behind you, with no need to look back. You stand firm, fully centered, unapologetic in your purpose, and free to walk forward. What will this next chapter hold, now that you walk in the light of your own strength? As you look back, it's clear that every attempt they made to control you was destined to fail from the start. While they clung to old habits and narrow perspectives, you were quietly writing your own rules, creating a path that defied their limitations. They couldn't see the leader you were becoming, nor could they comprehend that you would never be bound by the small, confined world they tried to impose. Perhaps it was always meant to be this way. Every step in this journey, every moment of resilience, leading you to this place of inner strength. Proverbs 16:9 reminds us, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." Do you feel the truth in that? That even in moments when others tried to dictate your path, a greater plan was quietly guiding you forward. You didn't just rise. You uncovered a deep, unshakable core within yourself, a strength that no outside force can ever take away. And now, as they watch, they see the potential they once overlooked, unfolding with each step you take. Their underestimation was only a reflection of their own limits, not yours. While they rest with the weight of regret, you move forward freely, needing no validation or explanation. In the end, the moment you took control of yourself, their influence slipped away, leaving you free to continue this journey unbound. Isn't there a quiet triumph in knowing that your growth now speaks louder than any words could? Psalm 18:32 speaks to this strength. "It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure." You are secure, empowered, and ready to face whatever comes next, grounded in the truth of who you are. They once believed that time was on their side, but true strength had always been with you. Now all that remains in their hands is a shadow, a memory of the control they thought they held. The reality is that each obstacle placed along your path only fortified your resilience, shaping you into the person you are today. As you move forward, they find themselves unable to keep up, held back by their own illusions, while you have found a rhythm uniquely your own. They expected you to bend, to fit into roles that suited their interests, yet they missed the profound truth. You were born for this journey. Jeremiah 1:5 speaks to this destiny, saying, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." Isn't it empowering to know that your purpose has always been divinely guided, beyond the reach of anyone's influence? Your rise isn't just about breaking free from their limits. It's been a journey of discovering and embracing the fire within. Each step, each experience has led you here, granting you a freedom that feels both earned and deeply deserved. Now, as you walk a path that belongs solely to you, their influence has faded, a distant memory of a time when others tried to confine what couldn't be contained. Can you feel how liberating it is to finally hold the reins, shaping your journey with the strength that has always been yours? This new road, illuminated by your inner strength, is one where you fully control your potential. This success, forged from challenges overcome, shines as the brightest chapter in your story. You've reached the end of a powerful transformation, a period of preparation that has readied you for everything to come. Romans 8:28 reassures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him." Each challenge, each pressure, each attempt to hold you back, these have only added to your strength, bringing you to this moment of purpose and clarity. Those who once tried to limit you never realized that each obstacle was strengthening your resilience. They thought they could contain your power, that you'd stay in the background, but with each step, you came closer to your true self. Now you stand at heights they could never have imagined, heights that were part of your destiny, not just a coincidence. Isn't it remarkable to look back and see how every challenge prepared you for this very moment? Isaiah 40:31 speaks to this resilience. "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles." Like the eagle rising above storms, each attempt to hold you back has only lifted you higher. The truth behind their intentions has now been brought to light. Their attempts to halt your progress only propelled you further, unveiling the strength that lay within. Watching from a distance, they see just how far you've come, knowing they can't catch up. They once believed they could bind you to their path, yet each step carried you closer to a strength they could never imagine. Do you sense the beauty in having moved beyond those limits, unbound and unrestrained? The bridges they left in the past are gone, unable to be rebuilt. Perhaps they were never sincere in their support, seeking only to advance their own plans by keeping you close. But now, they can no longer reach the heights you've attained. Psalm 27:1 reminds us, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?" With God as your guiding light, you've transcended the confines of their vision. They have become mere shadows in a scene they can no longer shape. While they acted from a narrow vision that couldn't see the depth of your strength, you were quietly creating your own path, the hero of a story crafted by your will. Can you feel the freedom in finally being the author of your own journey? Each step forward reveals a chapter of strength, resilience, and purpose, one that no one else can write. Your rise stands independently, a journey shaped not by their influence, but by your own unwavering strength. Each step toward these heights has been more than a mere ascent. It has been a deeply personal journey, a return to your true self, to the core of who you are. You have embraced the path laid out for you with a clarity of purpose that is undeniable. Free from the sway of others' expectations, you now walk with a strength that radiates from within. Those who once believed they could control your destiny are now left in quiet regret, watching as you move at a pace they can't hope to match. Every attempt they made to limit you only propelled you closer to your highest goals. They never truly held any control over you. It was always your boundless inner strength, guiding and lifting you forward, placing you on a plane they cannot reach. Their efforts to influence your path unwittingly accelerated your inner journey. Now, they are left with nothing but the shadow of the person they once thought they could contain. Perhaps deep down, you've known all along that this was your journey to make, that you were destined to chart your own course and rise above any mold imposed upon you. Have you felt the quiet triumph of finally progressing with an awareness of the power that has carried you to this moment? As the master of your own strength, you've far surpassed the boundaries they once set, moving beyond their reach and expectations. Now, their past attempts are mere echoes, reminders of obstacles that only made you stronger. You continue on your path with purpose, claiming what is rightfully yours, unapologetically stepping into your destiny. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-discipline. 2 Timothy 1:7. With this divine strength as your foundation, you walk forward boldly, crafting a path shaped by your will alone, free from anyone's limitations. This journey isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about finding salvation in every step, even as you face the thorny roads. Isaiah 41:10 reassures us, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." Can you feel the freedom that comes with this truth, the knowledge that you are never alone? As you walk forward, overcoming each challenge with resilience, type "salvation" in the comments as an affirmation of this journey. Reflect on the strength that has brought you here, and let these words resonate within you as you continue onward, unbound and empowered. This journey has tied you to a greater purpose, pushing you to build your own way without bending to others' plans. With God's guidance, you've reached new horizons beyond the limits of those who tried to restrict you. From this elevated place, you can look down and see how far behind they've fallen. They had the opportunity to grow alongside you, but chose to underestimate you instead. Now, as you walk the path where your dreams are coming true, they remain as mere witnesses to your rise, watching only from a distance. You're free of the burdens of the past, moving forward with the strength that's truly yours. As a representative of boundless freedom, no one can stop you as you walk this path that belongs to you. You're not here just to break others' boundaries. You're here to reach the highest heights on your own road. And now they can only hear the echo of your success while they remain in their regrets. You keep growing, and as soon as you start to enjoy your success, people who were never truly there for you will suddenly appear, pretending they've been by your side all along. They'll act as if they were always part of everything you've achieved, as if they shared in your journey from the beginning. But you know the truth. Were they there when you put in the hard work, struggled through tough times, or searched for even the smallest glimmer of hope? Now they only want to benefit from the glow of your success. They're trying to find a way back into your life, to take part in the praise, pretending they've supported you all along. There's one thing you must remember. Where were they when times were tough? When you needed someone to believe in your vision, or when you walked the path alone? Did they choose to support you then? Along the path to success, they tried to control every step, molding you to fit their ideas. And now they're trying to rewrite history, wanting to come back as if they've always supported you. Don't be fooled by their newfound support. You don't owe anyone an explanation for the strength you've gained or the journey you've worked so hard to build. Your success is the real fruit of your divine purpose, patience, and dedication. Every step was earned, and you owe no one for this achievement. Even if they try to make you feel guilty or convince you that they're part of your victory, the truth is that you earned this success through your own efforts. Your path was always destined for greatness, and now you know you deserve to be where you are. Those who once dismissed your potential have lost the chance to be in the front row. Even if they now act as though they were with you the whole time, you know how distant they really were. You've invested too much, overcome too many obstacles to let them back into your life. As you take your place high above, it's up to you to protect your energy and solidify this rise. Don't give a place in your success story to those who didn't walk this journey with you. You not only fought for success, but also struggled against those who underestimated and overlooked you. Now they're left watching from the sidelines. Though they may follow your journey, they can never be part of your path. You owe them no apologies and certainly no explanations. Divine guidance lit your way. And reaching success was your right alone, something you proved with every step. Those who weren't there when you needed them most now want to share in your triumph. But this road was one you built without needing anyone's hand to hold. Their regret now stands in the shadow of your true power. You were always meant for this destiny. Reaching the top was inevitable, and you never needed anyone's approval to get here. Your rise isn't just a success story, it's an inner awakening, a fulfillment of divine purpose. You came into this world with a special mission, and you didn't need anyone's support to accomplish it. Now it's time to protect your unique energy and keep moving forward. They can only watch from afar. They've lost the right to walk beside you. You've come into your own strength. Your faith has been the most steadfast guide on this journey. True success finds its meaning when it's built on your own hard work, not by the presence of others. Every step higher reminds you of what truly matters, knowing who you are and fulfilling the mission given to you. They will not be part of this journey. They won't share in the view from the top because you were chosen for this path, and it shines as a reflection of your faith and determination. Life prepared you for this very moment. Don't hesitate to embrace what's yours, and don't let anyone question the power you earned through hard work. You've reached this stage by overcoming every obstacle and challenge. Those who truly believed in you were there from the start. They didn't wait for your success to share the road with you. They were willing to walk alongside you through the highs and lows. They are the ones worthy of celebrating your rise. The others, however, are destined to remain as mere memories of the past, which is where they belong. From time to time, you may feel the desire for validation. You may feel tempted to seek support from those who once doubted you, who questioned your worth. But remember, this rise is about your own growth and divine purpose. Those who crossed your path in the past now have no choice but to watch from the sidelines. Don't let them scatter your energy or hold you back. This is the journey where you found yourself and embraced your strength. You have every right to walk this path with confidence and without needing to explain yourself to anyone. The moment you're in now is neither chance nor coincidence. There was a plan in every phase of your life preparing you for this place. Every step, every challenge, every setback and rise was part of bringing you to this strength. Every experience has been part of a process designed with purpose. You've walked this path to embrace your destiny, to find yourself. And every step of the way, God was with you. All the obstacles you faced weren't just tests. They were lessons that made you stronger. Each struggle, each hardship, every hit molded you into the powerful and determined person you are today. Every attempt to hold you back actually purified and fortified you. making you stronger and more resilient. All these challenges weren't just about survival, they were about preparing you for a greater mission. Where you stand now is part of the divine plan behind all the struggles you endured. The path you walk shines with purpose, a journey that goes far beyond any worldly success. You were crafted with a higher calling, a mission no one else could fulfill, reflecting a divine design imprinted within you. Your achievements aren't merely your own, they're evidence of a greater hand guiding each step, a testament to the support of something far beyond the earthly. While others may have tried to pull you down, to cloud your progress, they were but momentary elements within a much larger plan. These challenges, these people, none were meant to be lasting fixtures in your ascent. They existed only to shape and prepare you, a backdrop to refine your strengths. The attempts to control or diminish your impact were never truly effective. They were fleeting, like passing clouds before a steady sunrise. Now, those who sought to delay or sidetrack you can do nothing but watch as you continue to move forward, upheld by a strength they could never provide. The road before you is one of divine elevation, and no obstacle can divert you from the course laid out for you. Embrace this power as your own. Recognize it as the mission you've been entrusted with in this life. You were not created to be small or to question your worth. You are here to influence, to shine, to leave a lasting impact on the world. Those who tried to diminish you are nothing but memories now. Your journey is shaped by the steps you take forward, not by the shadows left behind. This rise is no accident. It's filled with purpose, carrying a mission beyond anything ordinary. Now, you hold the reins, and nothing should prevent you from owning this victory. This path was created with your destiny in mind, not through the visions or limits set by others. Your light exists to shine freely, and nothing has the power to obscure it. Remember, your existence is no accident. Every step, every experience is part of a far greater plan. You're not just surviving, you're making your mark, illuminating the world with your presence. You were made for this, and no one deserves an apology for claiming the power that's rightfully yours. Let your light so shine before others that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16. You are leaving a trace in this world, one that reflects divine purpose. Even as others attempt to halt your progress, your light will continue to burn and rise because this is your destiny. As you stand in this moment, fully grounded in your strength and purpose, remember that this journey has always been yours to define. You've risen above every limitation, every attempt to hold you back, walking a path guided by resilience and an unwavering spirit. Now, with the clarity of purpose and freedom earned through every step, you continue forward, shining a light for others on their own journeys. If this message has resonated with you, please consider supporting our work with a super thanks donation. Every contribution helps us continue to share empowering content, and we are grateful for your support. Whether you donate or simply join us by watching, liking, or sharing, your presence and encouragement means so much. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, and share it with those who might need a reminder of their inner strength. And if you haven't already, subscribe to join our community where we walk this path together in faith and purpose. Comment your thoughts and experiences below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for being here, and may blessings follow you on your journey. May you continue to walk with strength, love, and light. God bless you.